displaying the glory of God's creation by visiting every state park, national park, and national forest in the contiguous 48 states. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave the Parker. Welcome back to Parking Full Time. I'm Big Dave the Parker. The first tee is off to the right as you come in from the parking area. The parking area is where I started the pan right there. First hole is 245 feet. It's a par 3. Every hole on this course is a par 3. We are at Harmon Park in Lebanon, Ohio. This is a 9-hole disc golf course. Today is Sunday, October the 9th, 2022. And the temperature here right now is 62 degrees. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Southwest Ohio. There's the first basket right there. And there's the view from behind the first basket back towards the first tee. Second tee is right down the hill, right there. Second hole, par 3, 300 feet. This is a fairly open hole. Slight dogleg left. Also on either side there is some dense underbrush. Those look like honeysuckles to me. But a pretty generous area here in between the dense underbrush to throw it through. That's the second basket right there. And there is the view back to the tee from behind the basket. Third tee is off to the left and behind the basket. Third hole, 250 feet, slightly uphill. And another, well, I would say another, but really the first, kind of little tight spot through the trees here to deal with. It's not super tight, but it is relative to what we've seen on this course so far. And a few more little trees up here to go around. I would probably go around to the right if I was throwing this course. Basket is in a nice open area. So if you can get it around the trees back there, it's clear sailing. And there is the view from behind the basket on the third hole. And number 4 tee is off in that direction over by the bike path. Hole number 4 240 feet. There's some dense brush over here to the right. So pretty much as much open space as you could hope for over to the left. So if you bring your disc in from left to right, that's probably the best approach on this hole. Also a few low overhanging branches here. There's the fourth basket. And there is the view back to the tee from behind the fourth basket. Fifth tee is directly ahead from where I'm standing now, back by the bike path. Fifth hole, 250 feet. And it is a slight dogleg left because there is a mandatory, which I don't see marked here on any of these trees, but it was on the sign back at the trailhead. It's a mandatory that you have to go through this gap in the trees over here to the right. You cannot go to the left on the bike path, according to that mando. There's the fifth basket. 250 feet. And there is the view back to the tee from behind the basket. The sixth tee is behind the basket and to the left, back across the other side of the bike path. Hole number 6, 235 feet. One comment I'll make about some of these distances. The distances I'm giving you, I'm just reading them off of the tee signs. This course has a tee sign on every tee. And the tees here are black mats, for lack of a better term. But we played a hole, we walked through a hole backfields back, number 2 I think it was, that was 300 feet according to the tee sign. And honestly, that hole seems shorter than some of these other holes that are only 200 and some odd feet. So the distances I'm giving you, they're just the distances on the tee signs. They may or may not be correct, is what I'm trying to tell you. There's the sixth basket. You have some small trees here around the basket that you have to avoid with your tee shot or your approach shot. There's the view from back behind the basket. Other than these few small trees around here, a very straightforward and very open hole. Seventh tee is further down the bike path to the left across the bridge, and then on this same side, on the left side of the bike path as you go that direction. Seventh hole, 170 feet. This is the shortest hole thus far, and it's fairly open, but maybe you can see the basket peeking between a couple of large trees back here. That first one is a sycamore tree, the one's on the left. Not sure what the one on the right is. Might be basswood. So this would be a good ace opportunity, except you've got multiple large trees to deal with between you and the basket. And there is the view from behind the basket back to the seventh tee.
Beautiful hole, possibly my favorite hole so far, not just because it's the shortest, but because of the strategic value there with all of the trees. 8th tee is off to the left as you look at it from this direction. Hole number 8, 335 feet, longest hole so far. And we haven't gotten to the 9th hole yet, but after the shortest hole we've played so far, we get to the longest hole we've played so far. Still a par 3. We've got a few trees up here to deal with, but the lanes between those trees are actually pretty good sized. So not the hardest shot around. There's the 8th basket up ahead. Very nice course here, right? Nice, mostly open parkland setting. First 3 holes were fairly dense, not super tight by any means, but pretty dense woods on the first 3 holes. Since then, though, it's been pretty open. And there is the view from behind the basket back to the 8th tee. Now, to get to the 9th tee, it's a bit of a walk to the 9th tee. We have to go back towards the 8th tee and then to the left across the bike path as you're walking this direction. 9th hole and final hole on this course. 260 feet. We're looking directly back into the sun now, but the basket is in the shadows up ahead. Since this is the final hole in this course, I'll just do want to thank you for watching. There are over 31 million YouTube channels. You chose to watch this one, and I appreciate that every day, and I thank you every day. There's the basket up ahead that you can see here. If you like this sort of thing, please click the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. That helps other people to find this video. And it also encourages me to bring more of this sort of thing your way. I like this course. It's nice and open, pretty short. So a weak recreational player such as myself would not get overly frustrated with this course. Wouldn't be hitting a tree with every throw. If you're a really good player, I could see where you'd want more than this, but it's nice for what it is, I think. So there's the view from behind the basket, and this is the end of the course. Now, one downside to this course is where the course finishes, which is back here, is not really anywhere close to the parking lot and the first tee. So to get back to the parking lot, we are going to have to walk back across the bridge, and probably about 1,000 feet total back across the bridge and down the bike path to get back to the parking lot. So I'm going to do that. At this point, I'll go ahead and close this video. And so again, thank you for watching. Until next time, I am Big Dave the Parker for Parking Full Time, coming to you from Harmon Park, Lebanon, Ohio. Have a great afternoon, take care, and Lord bless.